Hi students, welcome to HIT 202 ICD-10 Diagnostic Coding. I am your instructor, Michelle Grant, and let's just go through a few things before we start this semester. So contact, go ahead and send me an inbox if you have any questions. If you're unable to do that, you can email me at mgrant4@pipeline.sbcc.edu. Emails to this address must include the course name, CRN, and the reason that you did not use the inbox in Canvas. Keep in mind, I am teaching two classes, so it's easier to know what class I am looking at. Office hours. These are held through email communication, through video conferencing by appointment. And here we have the HIT website. So with all of that, let me give you a little background to my experience with HIT and coding. I was a medical coder for 10 full-time years, and then I went to part-time doing summers at a hospital. I then went on to teach at a community college in Iowa, where I am still based, but I still stay very close to coding and making sure that I go to seminars, stay in touch with my skills. So I am looking forward to a very exciting spring semester. Keep in mind, I live in the Midwest, Central Time in Iowa. So for those who are in the California area, I am 2 hours difference between of those of you in the West Side. All right. So with the syllabus, just so you know, make sure you look at our online support and then our course description. One thing I want to always tell students that this course, we're going to do the guidelines, application of ICD-10. All right. The other thing, you're going to code diagnosis. These are used for both inpatient and outpatient settings. They're used for indexing purposes and other applications in clinical decision making that depend on analysis of trends in diseases and services rendered for patients. The other thing I want to relay to you, this is a beginning level coding class intended for students with no background in coding system. It will take you to the very beginning and walk you through the whole process. Each lesson will build upon the previous lesson, so you will learn new coding skills each week. All right, so as you look through here, we have the prereq skills, course objectives. Make sure you review all those. Curriculum competencies, and there are links here to go ahead with these competencies. These are used by the HIT program and for our coding program. Okay, the AMHA degree entry level competencies are marked out here. You will learn student learning outcomes. You're going to learn about classification systems. You're going to learn clinical knowledge, the guidelines for coding, and how to use the encoder. All right. So as we go through here, we have the textbooks. The biggest thing with the textbooks, as you can see, required material, I do use the 2024. All right. With the actual code book, it is published by HEMA, but students I know in the past have used Optum 360. These are coding manuals. You only need one of them. Okay. All right, so let's go. You also need the sales book. This is a really good book. It gives you a whole roundabout information on the HIM profession itself. All right, and don't forget your virtual lab. If you click on here, it takes you to that AHIMA store. All right, so we do utilize Procterio for testing. All right, so let's go ahead and the grading scale is the same in this class as it is in every other class. And attendance, you must log in at least twice a week. This way you're not missing anything. It's a good way to check out discussions to see if anybody has a question that possibly you were thinking of. And then lastly, I have the course calendar. One thing's very important here is that discussions are all submitted by 11 p.m. Pacific time by the due date posted here in the calendar. All right, as you can see here as we move along, all the assignments are due on Wednesday by 11 p.m. So I would advise we do have another area in the course itself that you can print off just the course calendar. I do have important dates, the last day to withdraw from classes, of course, spring break. And if you go up here for February 3rd and the 4th, these are the last day to drop with a refund, last day to drop without a W. Okay, so on that note, if anybody has any questions, please send me an inbox. I am looking forward to this semester, and it's always great to have students learn ICD 10 CM classification.